and cross the T's. Well, whether it's Mohammed Fisi Swallow Zone or son of Swallow Fisio, as long as there's a swallow in the business. Good evening, Lagos. Welcome to the Evening Rush, 90.3 Voice of the People FM. My name is Precious Inye, and of course, it's with a delight, a lot of happiness in my heart, from the bottom of it, that I welcome you to today's show. Thank you for joining us. This is where we get to dissect our trending conversations, those that have been really making the round all day. We get to pieces them here, of course, with expert analysis, and we're here to do justice to yet another round of conversation. All right, so this show is produced by Promise. Let me let you in on the hot topics that I have very quickly before I introduce my honorable Monday, Thursday tonic. Oh, this may listen. Okay, so on the hot topic this evening, we'll kill them in 20 days. Terrorists demand 1 billion ransom for 286 Kaduna student staff. We'll kill them in 20 days. Terrorists demand 1 billion naira in ransom for terrorists. Why you not allow yourself to be kidnapped? I don't know, but that just sounds like what I didn't say. That's what they said, though, but that sounds like blaming you. Okay, so we'll move to our budget padding saga. 3.7 trillion naira budget padding. I want Ningi. He didn't listen to me. Who said this? Ndume. Okay, we'll move on again. And hey, our God that has been always advising us about what's going on, or giving us scoop about what's going on, the inner caucus happenings in the National Assembly. That's speaking about Shehu Sani, or former Senator Shehu Sani. He says how National Assembly members pad budgets. He give us budget padding 101 classes. He explains meaning of budget padding to us. Well, it's interesting that you know this, and that's why I am going to talk about this conversation, right? But let's move on to others, right? 35,000 naira wage award, 30 states default, labor fumes, pensioners threaten protest. Wage award, say 30 states, 30 out of 36. That's a big failure. 30 out of 36. All right, we'll move on. Nigerians lambast accountant general, commissioners over UK workshop. And they go in this condition. Well, let's get to that bridge. You cross it. Group rejects grazing zones in Yoruba land, southwest. Say we don't want any grazing zone. We don't want that kind of thing. We wash our hands off like Pontius Pilate. And then we move on. Labour insists on 907,000 naira new minimum wage. Says federal government lacks solutions to current economic problems. Okay, we'll move on to others. Baker's throat slit in Lagos apartment. Heart allegedly missing. Okay, another crime story again in Lagos State. 17-year-old accused of 100,000 naira theft kills self. Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have. But you know what? Let's go drink water and drop cup, and we get right into the conversation. This is the Evening Rush, 90.3 Voice of the People FM. My name is still Precious, and let's take a little breather. We will be right back. Stay with us.
To hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on the Evening Rush.
Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening, Lagos. You are welcome back. It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Let's get started with the hot topics this evening. And of course, the hot topic pally, as my honorable guest, is none other than the distinguished, I wanted to say the distinguished corrupt politician, sorry, Barrister Darlington. Don't mind me, I'm in a very playful mood this evening. Barrister Darlington, I didn't say anything. That was the, you know one quiet place in your heart tells you something different, but your mouth says differently.
Oh, you must explain. You must explain.
I was trying to finger your head. Sorry.
No, you must explain to
did I finger your brain very well?
You said that.
Okay. All right, so let's go on. Let's move on to the conversation. I'm fine, Barrister Darlington. So, Barrister Darlington, our first conversation is a very sad and pitiable one. Terrorists who kidnapped over 286 students and staff in Kaduna State have demanded a total of 1 billion naira. In fact, in dollars, that money is $620,832.
Have they not done
and this will be for their release. Now, according to Reuters, community leader Jibril Aminu, who acts as a spokesperson for the families of the hostages, said he received a call on his phone from the kidnappers on Tuesday. Hey, I want to understand something. So these kidnappers can make a call when we have NIN in this country, and we cannot trace these people. Wait, let's move on. So they made a total of, said they made, quoting Aminu now, he says they made a total of 1 billion ransom, 1 billion naira ransom demand for all the pupils. That is all of them are joined together, and only 1 billion won from one. He said the students and staff of the school all joined together. Now, they gave an ultimatum to pay the ransom within 20 days, effective from the date of the kidnap. Effective from last week, Thursday. That is today now, 8 days. Today is already 8 days. 20 minus 8. How many days do we have left?
12 days. And Tinubu say you will not pay.
That's so sad.
Precious.
Barrister Darlington, let me finish the story. So they said they will kill all the students and the staff if the ransom demand is not met. An elected official from the Kuriga Ward Municipal Council, Idris Ibrahim, also confirmed the ransom demand and the amount. In fact, he said, yes, the kidnappers called the community through Jibril Aminu's number and made the demand. How did they get Jibril Aminu's number?
They know him.
How?
They know him.
Okay. They called from a hidden number, but the authorities are working on getting the number. Yeah. And we're telling them now that the authorities are working to get their number, and we have to publicize it that the authorities are working to get their number. Oh wow, awesome. Really? He added that the security forces were taking adequate measures to secure the release of the students. Now, the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs in Kaduna State, Samuel Arunwa, did not immediately respond to requests for comment about the kidnappers' demands. However, spokesperson for the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the army also did not respond to requests for comment. The Minister of Information, Mohammed Idris, told reporters yesterday that Tinubu's position on the kidnapping in Kuriga was that security forces should secure the hostages' release without any ransom. Shishi will not go pay a dime. We're not paying. The incident is the first mass kidnapping in the country since 2021. The last time this happened like this was in 2014 Chibok girls issue. Barrister Darlington, this is painful because there are lots of questions to ask. First, how did these people grow wings and gather the impunity and the audacity to want to even do a thing like this? And then to go ahead to, now it's looking like it's turned to a full-blown business. How did we get to this place that we are, to this point? And how is it that these people are within the shores of our country? How is it that non-state players do this kind of thing, commit this kind of crime within the shores and sovereignty of a sovereign nation, and they are still alive? But if somebody tweets about somebody now, you say something on this radio, the next second they can come and find you. I want to understand. How is it possible that this is the kind of thing that we're going through? And it's happening back to back to back, non-stop. And this is like gambling on the lives of innocents. Because these kids are innocent. I'm just imagining what will be going through the hearts of the parents. Some parents go down die of hypertension, self-join. What is really happening? How did we get here? And how are we going to get out of this? Well, let me let you speak, Barrister Darlington. This is a really sad story.
Good evening once again, our listeners and viewers. It's unfortunate that we had to come here and be talking about this insecurity with our own children, our own mothers, our own sisters, our own teachers. Very unfortunate. You know why this thing is very sad? The international community, they are watching this thing live. It's like a horror movie. Then tomorrow somebody will enter plane and go somewhere. Investors will come. I have a good package for you. Come. We have a very good package for you. And that package is what? The person you are telling will be asking me. So imagine if my children have gone to school when I went to work and they are among those people. How will I feel? The thing is that we have allowed this monster to grow out of proportion. Why this thing is so painful? When this thing started, if no other person said anything, I said, I was warning. Some radio stations and TVs, they declared me persona non grata in this Lagos. There is nothing they did not say. I was just laughing. Now look at it. It's not even getting better. It's getting worse. That is my worry. At least when something has been happening for some years, you think that maybe with some creative some creative method, the security agent and the government, they would have come into some conclusion on how to curb it. But up till now, no solution. Precious, no solution. Do you know why this is equally painful? There was a police post that was set up in that community, in that school, within that school, and I'm sure it is probably to protect that school and those children.
Remember that in the first place, the school was even moved from a more dicey area
to this place where they feel is more comfortable.
Still because of the security.
And they put security post there, police post. So Precious, go and check what happened to that police post. It disappeared before these guys walked in. Who removed it? No, who had that police post? At least the police would have alerted other security agencies to come for their help if they were overwhelmed. But it was clearly removed, just like what happened at Dapchi. After now, somebody will say it is nothing now, it is insecurity. No, it is not. From the way I look at it, it is not. The Dapchi girls, this is exactly what happened. There was a curfew within that vicinity, within that state, within that area. On that day that these guys came in to take these girls, everywhere was wide open. No security, no police, no army, no DSS. These guys came in from wherever with 15 Hilux trucks. It was Amnesty International that was calling the army. They did not answer them. It was when the army wanted to deny the call. Is that not provocative in the first place? Pressure, is that not provocative? Because when we talk, they say, don't hit up the polity, don't talk like that. The people that are actually causing problem in Nigeria, nobody talking to them. This thing now, is it not enough for somebody to say, look, let the hell fall down on all of us? You kidnap a toddler and his parents are there nursing their injury. That one is not enough to cause problem in the life of anybody. That is why I keep telling you that we major in the minor. These things are what can cause problem, a major problem in any country. Especially when they have brought religion into this matter. Leah Sharibu could not renounce her religion, therefore she must not go. Is that not what happened? No, that one is not provocative enough. NBC didn't hear that. The federal government didn't hear that. DSS didn't hear that. Because we kept quiet and say God will fight the battle. And that is why repeatedly they have been doing it. When they just woke up in the morning, they feel tired, they feel hungry, they just stroll into one of the schools and say, Nama, all of you, into the bush. They mark them and, just like that. It has become that is the most lucrative business in Nigeria now. 1 billion naira for doing what? For kidnapping children. And whether you like it or not, pressure, they pay that money. After all, they've done worse things.
Why would they do that?
They will pay that money. After all, have they not been paying subsidy through the back door? Subsidy that you and I don't know where it's going to. Have they not been paying it? No, hold on. Have they not been paying it? If they can be paying subsidy through the back door, the terrorists are not stupid now. They are watching what you are doing. So they too want their own money. That is what happens when insincerity is the order of the day. When deceit, when fraud is the order of the day. Everybody want to collect his own. They want to take part of the national cake. That's what is going on. Because they know that the people leading they are not sincere. No single truth. No single truth.
But what has sincerity got to do with this, really?
It has to, because if there is, my dear, these people don't have the audacity to do what they are doing. Were you not here when one of them was on camera telling you that this business we are doing, one of you were pointing at those government officials, one of you gave it to us. Didn't you see it? Live camera. The man was saying it boldly. One of you gave us this business and we know what we are doing. El-Rufai told us that they hear them, they know where they are, they hear their discussion. True or false? All these things are things that DSS should have worked with, but they just kept quiet. They just kept quiet. Nobody have called Gumi. Come, these terrorists that you go in and out and come, where are they? Nobody. The man said that whenever he's going, he is giving cover by federal government agencies. He said it.
But that was during former President Buhari's return.
Really? No. Do you know that if they have called it that time, he won't have the God to come and be telling us that he wants to negotiate? Can't you get it? No, if you have settled with the first one, the second one wouldn't have happened, the third one wouldn't have happened, the fourth one wouldn't have happened. But because you did not curb it initially, that is why the thing is growing wings by the day. These guys are so bold. They've been strolling and out of Abuja. At the time they were guarding Tinubu's residence like with barbed wire. Army and police surrounded the place. Like you know how you use barbed wire to cordon off an area. That was how all of them just line up around the place. Everybody looking at the terrorists. Where are they coming from? Is it left or right? Federal capital. Precious federal capital. That even people were afraid there. I ask you again, can this type of nonsense happen in America where you copy this democracy? Let somebody answer me. Nobody has answered me that question. Because every time they will refer to America, the good things that are happening there, they will not copy it. It is the bad ones. Let one psychopath to shoot some children in one school in America. They say it's insecurity now. After that one is killing too. They will not tell you how that man was taken down immediately. They won't say that too. They will only tell you that one psychopath went to go and shoot children. Mention one of them that got out after the shooting. I said one of them that got out from that place.
That is yet to be apprehended.
Exactly. That you said they are looking for him. Precious. In fact, this thing is so annoying. Each time I discuss, it's so annoying, seriously. I feel so emotional.
All right, so for purpose of clarity, yes, Barrister Darlington, you're correct. The Dapchi school kidnap was in February 2018, and then that's Leah Sharibe is one of them. One of the girls that is yet to be released because she refused to denounce her religion.
I'm sure of what I'm saying.
And for those who may not know, Dapchi is, located in Bulabulin, Busara local government area of Yobe State. Why that of Chibok is in Borno State.
Yeah.
And this time around, we now have Kaduna State of children kidnapped. It's such
mostly girls. That means you are cutting off a whole generation. Their destiny is gone. Those children, they can never have a future.
They will. Some of the released Chibok girls, some of them are abroad now.
Those who left now, those who didn't come out, some of them would have died themselves. Some are there bearing children for them. Because that's the only pastime they have. Because they have so many of them there. I don't think they will be looking for sex. They'll have them. It's just if it's something, we begging them when they come back from battle. That's the only reason why they bring all these girls. Is there any other reason? The girls are not fighting with them now. It's just for their pleasure. Have you not asked yourself that question? Why are they picking girls?
All right, Lagos, let's move to the next conversation. So governors from the northern states are currently in a closed-door meeting with the National Security Advisor, NSA, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, and all the service chiefs. The meeting is being held at the office of the National Security Advisor in Abuja, the nation's capital. Although the details of the meeting are still sketchy, it may not be unconnected to the incessant killings and, of course, kidnapping of unsuspecting citizens in the region. And it's a sad situation. Parts of the region had recently recorded attacks by rampaging bandits. Because I don't know what we call them bandits. By rampaging terrorists. Can we call them that? No. By rampaging again, terrorists. Causing chaos across the country. I'm tired of having to address them as bandits.
Do you know how long it took Buhari to criminalize them as terrorists? Did you remember?
So Barrister Darlington, you know that apart from these school children, we also had about 112 internally displaced persons that were abducted in Gamburao Ngala in Borno State.
And they are blaming them.
In the same week, I think 15 people or 15 students were also abducted in Sokoto State.
That is why they are demanding 40 trillion.
Now, wow. Now, on the kidnap, let's go back to the kidnap of those IDP camps. The Defense Headquarters says the 112 internally displaced persons kidnapped by terrorists in Borno recently reportedly went beyond the permissible distance from their camp without informing the camp officials. Why you na go that place? Go on letters.
Can you imagine?
The Defense Headquarters spokesman Edward Buba said this while giving an update on the operations of the Nigerian armed forces across the country today, Thursday, in Abuja. Mr. Buba said that troops on March 3 received information from the coordinator of the Borno State Emergency Management Agency about the suspected abduction of an unknown number of IDPs in Gamburu, Ngala local government area. He said preliminary investigation revealed that the IDPs left camp to an undisclosed location to fetch firewood. 112 people go an undisclosed place to go fetch firewood. All of them go together. So the defense headquarters spokesman said the IDPs reportedly went beyond the permissible distance. Why you wanna go far too much? But excuse me, sir, if there is no firewood around them, what would they use and cook? What's their welfare like where they are in ID camp? Do you provide them kerosene and gas and things to cook? I want to know. Let it be that they have provided them all of those things and they still carried stubbornness to enter inside the bush to go and do what they had to do. If they needed to survive and cook, wouldn't they look for remains to do that? Now, according to him, the IDPs reportedly did not notify the camp authorities of their movement. Quoting him, he says, it was later at about 20-30 hours, that's about 8:30 hours at midnight and in the night, when the IDPs did not return to camp, that alarm was raised as to their possible abduction by terrorists. It was at that stage that troops were notified of the incident. The standard practice was for troops to be notified prior to any movement of IDPs beyond the permissible distance of 5 to 7 kilometers from their camp. So who was the commandant? I'm sorry, sir, Barrister Darlington. Please, people who are in IDP camps, right, were they not supposed to also have security around them, understanding that these people are at high risk? Now, that's one. So how possible is it that I left my home because kidnappers and terrorists chased me out of my hometown? And I am in a government-provided shelter, and I still got kidnapped around the government-provided shelter. I'm sorry to say, but I'm somehow being blamed for allowing myself to be kidnapped because I went beyond my the distance or the permissible distance. And I'm just asking, what is the care? The last time I had to interview, was it you now that I interviewed together with, I think that was Ambassador Roy, when he was talking about the very pitiable condition where some of these people on IDP camps are. That their conditions are so sorry that even the repentant terrorists that they get, they even...
If not, why should security agents, within that vicinity, a whole area, you should be in charge of security. For you to be blaming them, they went beyond what? It means that the terrorists are just walking around the IDPs. That's the meaning. The moment any of them cross over, step out of their camp, they pick them up. That's the meaning. There's no other explanation. In the first place, why should there be IDP camp in Nigeria in 21st century, in 2024? Why should there be IDP camps? Are we fighting any civil war? Are we fighting any civil war? Some people that came from somewhere have rendered Nigerians homeless, and the federal government is watching. Those people have been there for how many years now? Some are even breeding children there. You can imagine the fate of those children. Imagine the environment where these people are giving birth to children. The federal government does not even care. They are not even thinking of relocating these people back to their homes. They are not thinking of that one. They are now blaming them that they went beyond the permissible limit. Which limit? So there is a limit they cannot go in their own country. Okay, there are some areas left for terrorists. Terrorists are they own that part of the country. Abi, you cannot go there. Do you see the mentality of our military? So they know that the terrorists, they own that part of the place, I mean the state. They own that part of, so they left them there. So that if anybody crawl up into their own area, they will just pick the person up, and then the military will come and blame you. Why did you go there? Precious, can you just imagine? Can you just imagine that kind of mentality? They are not talking of eliminating those people from where they are. They are not blaming you. You can just imagine what these people are going through. There is a limit you cannot go. Meanwhile, the law says there is freedom of movement. The law says there is freedom of movement for every Nigerian, unrestricted.
But
They are not.
but Mr. Darlington, we understand. I mean, because the military had warned them not to move to.
Please, I don't want to hear that. Please, please don't go there. Please don't. How can military restrict my movement for what? What are they doing? They're supposed to clear those people, and I should have my freedom of movement. That's what the Constitution guarantees me. United Nations Charter guarantees me that. Okay, the military can move around, but I cannot. No, look at it yourself. Why should I be restricted? They did not even put them in IDP camp. There is not forced imprisonment. You cannot move. It's like a goat tied to a stake. You can't move beyond that rope they tied you with. Look, does it really make sense? Look at it yourself. Is that not what the Constitution said? Freedom of movement. The terrorist can go wherever he likes, but I cannot. Precious, I cannot. No, what that benefit from being a Nigerian then? Hold on. If a terrorist have more freedom than me, then why am I a Nigerian? Ask yourself that question. The military should not say that. It is unheard of. You can't go to America and say this type of nonsense. Nobody will. In fact, you will leave you will resign from your job that day. What are you doing? You're supposed to go and clear them. Nigerians should have the right to go to wherever they want to freely. You that is moving about, why are you not restricted? It must be ID people, people in IDP camp. They are the one who cannot move anywhere. They have been condemned to that place forever. That's what you are saying. They have been condemned to IDP camp. And you are moving about as a military man, as a security agent. You can go and visit your family. You can go anywhere, but they cannot. Precious, they cannot.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Darlington. Lagos, let's quickly wrap up this before we open the phone lines and begin to take your thoughts. Phone lines will be opened very soon. So let's get straight to budget padding saga now, because that's where we are right now. Yes. So the Senate's chief whip, Ali Ndume, has disclosed that he warned the suspended Bauchi Central Senator, Abdul Ningi, over the allegation of budget padding to the tune of 3.7 trillion naira. Abiwana Moino here. Ndume said he warned Ningi after the senator informed him about the budget padding to the tune of 3.7 trillion naira, but he never listened. The Senate had suspended Ningi for 3 months after lawmakers deliberated over the allegations he raised. So, speaking today on yesterday on Channels Television, Ndume said when the Bauchi senator first presented the case to him, he told him to provide evidence, which he could not. Ndume accused Ningi of making the 2024 budget an ethnic and political issue, which is wrong. Ndume said, I sat next to the Senate leader, Okpeyemi Bamidele. He was very angry about what Ningi did. But honestly, me too. What Ningi did was wrong because I was involved. Oh wow, you were? In the first instance, it started when the said capital projects were skewed to the south. The total in that budget that was brought before us by the president was not up to 9 trillion naira. It was 8.9 trillion naira. And they are talking of skewed capital projects to the south, and the total adding up to 15 trillion naira. Now, that total trillion, 15 trillion is strange. Even with the amendment that we made, the capital component of this budget is not up to that. I told him he was wrong. I had even warned him when he brought the issue to me. I had told him to get consultants to analyze the budget, but he refused to listen. So, Oga, you don't fall with that. But then let's go to Oga Shehu Sani teaching us what budget padding is in Budget Padding 101. So, former federal lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has thrown more light on how members of the National Assembly pad the Nigeria's budget. So, although the Senate, so while the issue continues to gain more attention from concerned Nigerians, Shehu Sani, in a post on his official X aka Twitter handle today, educated the public on what budget padding means and how members of the National Assembly go about the act. So take a pen and a paper, listen and take classes on budget padding 101, so you can begin to ask your senators and rep members questions on this subject. Now, according to him, he said padding budgets means tampering with the budgets presented by the president or the MDAs by either adding figures to the cost of projects or in certain projects that were not in the original budgets. For example, a minister can say he wants to buy 5 buckets of his ministry, 5 buckets for his ministry. Yeah, so you could write that you want to buy 5 buckets for his ministry at 5k each. magically he will see 8 buckets approved for him, or 5 buckets approved at the rate of 10k each, or he will see shovels and diggers added to his request for the buckets. That is padding 101 in budgets. So this, all right, so Barrister Darlington, I'm sure this is not new to you, right? I'd like you to jump in there if you like to react to it.
When these things are padded, who takes the overhead, the added padding?
Who will take it?
No, it's the question. Is it the ministry or the person that padded it?
Who will approve for this funds to be given to the ministry?
Okay, it is the National Assembly. That means they will remove it and then give you the one you requested. Is that?
So do you think they liaise with the executive appointed members too or not?
That is the ministry.
The heads of the ministries and agencies.
They are partners in crime. That's the truth. Because if not, why would such a thing happen? And you that brought the budget, you didn't say, but this is not what I asked for. I know what we want in my ministry. Who added all this one? Have you ever had any of them come to say it? If you try it, they will wait for you next time. Next time, when you write 5, they will give you only 2. Since you have sense. That's what is going on there. That National Assembly, I've told you, is like a court. They are operating like a court. You dare not to say what is outside. Whatever they discuss is like a coven.
So that's why even the Labour Party members, all of them put together, cannot say anything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Then what is the change we're trying to effect then?
That is it. When you are
so that means change is very far from us because it doesn't look like we can achieve it.
Look, when you are in the majority, that is one thing with democracy. You see this majority, it has become a terror in the hands of those who have this majority. They use it to breathe down the neck of others. How many of these opposition, all these minor political, how many are there? You cannot, they will do what you did to Ningi now. They will suspend you and bring all manner of charges on your head. The day Akpabio was saying, the nay have it, the nay have it, the yes have it. When he said, we are suspending this man for 3 months, those who agree say yes. I didn't hear much noise. Those who did not agree, I had much noise. Yet Akpabio said the nay have it. What does that tell you? They have already made up their mind to suspend the man because he was talking too much. This man hired a forensic expert to analyze, and the man came out and indicated that yes, the 3.7 trillion, they didn't see any project attached to them. They didn't see any project attached to them. He confirmed that yes, 25 trillion, yes, there are monetary allocations and all that. But the added 3.7, they didn't see any single project attached to them. Including location. That one was not enough because Ndume is complicit in what is there. That's why you were warning Ningi, don't go. You had how some of them were collecting money. They know how that 3.7 will go. That's why they didn't want to talk. They know. But
Barrister Darlington, there's been an explanation to it now when they now said that it's because most of those funds went to, I think, National Assembly, Judiciary, some of these agencies that they did not just specify a breakdown of what they will use their funds for, but that it is written, it's under those.
Then that is not a budget. Precious. That is a fraudulent document.
Any budget without a specific.
It is a fraudulent document. Quote to me. I am telling you authoritatively. Every budgetary allocation is specified.
Every single item.
Even the granite. You want to buy granite of 500 naira. It is specified there. Not to talk of a whole judiciary. You did not specify for them. Can you just imagine? Whom are they telling this? Is it Nigerians?
The NJC specifically, not judiciary.
Can you imagine exactly what the hell? So
including National Assembly.
What is the meaning of that? That means at the end of the day, they will not tell them, okay, we are giving you this because it was not specified in the budget. Right. That is the meaning. Can't you get it? At the end of the day, they will just give you, okay, hold this one. When you make it, they say, if we were even giving you this out of our magnanimity, after all, there was no budgetary allocation for it. Is that not where they're going? All right,
Barrister Darlington, let's go to the one that made the round today. That civil service and civil society and rights groups have lambasted the Accountant General of the Federation, Commissioners of Finance of the 36 states of the Federation, and other government officials for choosing to hold a workshop in the United Kingdom, long, at a time when the economy is experiencing a major downturn. In fact, the office of the AGF, Accountant General of the Federation, reportedly held a workshop. They held a workshop on public financial management and international public sector accounting standards in London, United Kingdom. Space and venue no day for Nigeria to use one. Findings showed that the workshop was held at Copthorne Tara Hotel, Kensington, London, from March 4 to March 9, 2024. This March, we would inside like this. The workshop, titled Public Financial Management and IPSAS, brought together state commissioners of state, that is maybe commissioner of finance for states, commissioner of finance, the state commissioners of finance, and officials from the office of the Accountant General of the Federation. Now, London, then they go meet, spend our money, then go there at a time when families could not have food to eat. Over the course of 5 days, participants engaged on discussions related to IPSAS and its impact on accountability. This one, that is, you want to discuss something that benefits your country outside your country.
Yes.
You pay transport from the country to go and discuss what to benefit the country outside the country. That's what people are angry with. The workshop delved into other critical areas such as accounting and reporting in a hyperinflationary economy, as well as the challenges faced in public financial management implementation in Nigeria. Budgets of implementation challenges were also discussed.
They will tell you the reason. Now,
Nigeria is grappling with a persistent foreign exchange crisis. Part of these plenty trips follow COSA because there's more demand for foreign exchange. That's why we have the issue of inflation. The naira, the long distance relationship between the dollar and the naira, right? So this has been worsening the challenges faced by businesses, especially manufacturers. This crisis has been prolonged, stemming from the government's decisions to remove petrol subsidies and allow the naira to float. But as if that one did not pay them enough, then I say, bam. We need to hold a meeting. What we go use now? No good space for Nigeria. Make we go London. So the country is battling with high inflation that has eroded the purchasing power of consumers, aside from food shortage that has led to hunger protests in pockets of the state. As part of his cost-cutting strategy, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently reduced the size of his entourage and encouraged his team to do so. So you reduce your entourage, sir, by 60%, Abi, and then encourage others to do so. But there's some departments and agencies, in fact, AGF, in fact, the economy aspect of the appointed administration decided that of all places that they will go to meet is in London. Okay. So as part of the UK workshop activities, participants had the opportunity for a courtesy visit to the Nigerian High Commission to London. The sessions commenced daily at 10 a.m. and concluded 2:30 p.m. with participants departing for their respective destinations on March 9. However, some Nigerians are saying lie. In fact, rights groups too have criticized the AGF and the commissioners for being insensitive to the mood of the nation, saying such a workshop should have been held within the country to save costs and put less pressure on the naira. If they don't add that part, maybe they add them. A human rights group, the International Society for Social Justice and Human Rights, described the travel embarked upon by the office of the AGF as needless and a waste of country's financial resources. Waste of money we will not get. The chancellor of the group, Jackson Umenazo, told newsmen yesterday that the decision to move about 36 members, 36 people who pay flight tickets for them, of the implementation committee of the agency, who are also commissioners of finances for the 36 states, to London, showed how insensitive, maybe how wicked the public servants were to economic plight of the people. This is the height, quoting him, he says, this is the height of financial recklessness and insensitivity to the economic situation of Nigerians today. If it is a workshop, as they have claimed, the Accountant General can go for the workshop and come back and replicate the knowledge here to other commissioners. Why carry everybody go the workshop? Why one person no go, come back and teach others? They are trained the trainers courses or workshops that you can attend to. Well, Barrister Darlington, let me leave you to talk.
Precious, you are going too far. You know there is insecurity in Nigeria. Because did they offer any explanation as to why they went to London? The answer is no. But just wait when they come back now. They will tell you with the level of kidnapping, we don't want to be watching over our shoulders while we are discussing financial matters. You know it's very dangerous. You can mistakenly write 5 when you wanted to write 2, and then you people come and blame us. That's why we went to London. You people, they cannot please you Nigerians. We went there where there will be peace, so that we can discuss. This is a financial matter. If they tell you that, won't you buy it? To make matters worse, you know, Nigerian girls, they are fond of. We are tired of them. We run away so that you know, these London ladies, they are more reasonable. Because after the workshop now, you must stretch your leg. There will be sauna bath. There will be massage.
Why are you thinking like this?
There will be massage now. Somebody must massage somebody.
Have you been involved in any government sponsored workshop before?
Precious, I heard what they do when they finish.
Oh, you heard?
Yes, I heard what they do when they finish this their workshop. So the London ladies, they will be more reasonable. It's like Nigerian girls, their own is too much, and you know there's hunger in the land. They don't want anybody who will be disturbing them. These are the reasons they will give you when they come back, and you buy it. Precious, was it not Tinubu that approved this visit or this workshop? A man who is trying to cut down. No, tell me, you mean he's not aware? They went on their own, and Tinubu agreed. Obudu Cattle Ranch is there. That this thing at Calabadia.
It's almost rotting away.
Because due to lack of patronage. Sheraton Abuja is there. It can contain even 1,000 people. I said they are tired of Nigeria. They now want something foreign. That's the only reason. Nothing. They are tired of Nigeria. They have destroyed Nigeria, so they are now running away.
Barrister Darlington.
What else?
Barrister Darlington.
How do you explain it?
Barrister Darlington, let's go to the next conversation.
If not, why do you leave your country and you prefer Western every time? If you want to go and ease yourself, you run to France. You want to go and do the other solid one, you go to UK. When you have to cough, you now go to US. Does it make sense? For God's sake, does it really make sense? I said you will see the explanation they will give you when they come back. They will tell you there are some technology that Nigeria don't have.
Oh, they should be already back.
Good. They will tell you there are technology that they cannot obtain in Nigeria. That's why they went there, and they cannot bring that technology to Nigeria. Precious is a way of siphoning your money and my money. No other reason.
All right. For those who want to call in, would do that at the top of our 8 o'clock. Just kindly hang in there. Let's quickly run through rush through the rest of the stories that we have. Now, the Conscious of Yoruba Nation, an affiliate group of Afenifere, has rejected President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's proposal for the provision of grazing zones in the southwest to halt farmers' crisis, or farmers' headers' crisis, as they call it. Right. So recall that the president had said that to solve the problem, he said this in Niger State, that to solve the problem of farmer headers, people should bring out land for grazing, provide land for grazing. So Omololu said that the person who said this in a statement issued by convener of the group, Otumba Kole Omololu, in Akure, the understate capital, he said that the proposal appears to be a repeat of same ineffective strategies that have plagued the country, or plagued the country, since 1960s. Omololu said that the group rejected the recent instruction of our president of Nigeria. In fact, they say no go work. He said that this kind of one that the president said that they should provide lands for headers and farmers that have been ravaging us. That lorry wrong, it will not work. Members of the COYN hereby reject this position, or this proposition of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Grazing zones as a proposal to combat the farmers' headers crisis has proved ineffective in the middle belt of the country. So now here it won't work if you don't work for middle belt. In fact, they even cited Benue. So Benue State had banned grazing and provided ranches, yet the crisis in Benue continued. So we know they do. We don't want. Nasarawa Plateau State, same thing. And he said, then you now want us from the west to do the same. We are not doing. Personally, very quickly.
Besides the Precious, sir? Where is the land to give them? You see, when you are doing something for, why not apply equity in whatever you are doing? Where is the land to give them in the south here? Somebody once said that Imo people are like a dot in a circle. Is that the place you want? The small land you have here, you want to take it? I have told you here that Niger State alone is the size of the entire southwest. So what is that grazing they need that they cannot go and do in Niger State? Please, somebody should answer me. If Tinubu is creative, it should even think of giving anybody anything down here. Okay, how many people did they give land in the north from the south here? You cannot rear pig in the north if you are from the south here. You cannot. They can't give you land to do that business, but they can come here and even hijack the land. Nobody, I have told you this, nobody would agree to do that in the south, because where is the land? That's the first question. Where is the land? Where is the land? Kogi state is the size of the entire southeast. Southeast, Kogi alone. So which land are they looking for that they cannot find over there? That's my question. If Tinubu is creative, if somebody not supposed to advise him, this is the way to go. After all, Niger State welcomed them. You bring the size of Lagos out of Niger State, it will take care of the Fulanis and their cow. All
right, President, let's quickly move on.
The one they did in Sokoto in 1804, the North is still suffering it up to today. That's why nobody wants such a neighbor. Such a neighbor that will come to your house. You call to come and eat. He will remove your hand from the food and kill you and take over your house.
Barrister Darlington, please.
Okay, don't worry.
Once that's your personal opinion. So, Barrister Darlington, let's go to the next conversation. The Nigerian Civil Service Union and NSCU today, Thursday, said the federal government lacks the idea on how to tackle the economic challenges of the country. Now, the Labour group also insisted that the position of the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC during the zonal meetings with the tripartite committee of the minimum wage, where it had proposed about 907,000 naira as a new minimum wage. So they say whatever happens back and forth, make minimum wage remain 907,000 naira, and government looks like they're not ready with the idea of how to tackle the economy. But let's go straight. 907,000 naira as minimum wage. Just small thing remaining reach 1 million. Just make we not make 1 million. More common small thing for them. All right. So a baker Tina Ileogbe has been killed and her heart reportedly ripped out of her chest and stolen at her residence in Olowo Street in the Alaja Shifiwa area of Dokpemu, Agege, Lagos State. It was gathered that the victim, who was said to be working at a bakery, did not report for duty on Wednesday when one of her colleagues was instructed to check her at home. On getting to the premises, it was learned that the colleague met the door leading to her flat open, and upon gaining entrance, met her lifeless body on her bed. A resident in the area who gave his name simply as Shegun said, the colleague quickly raised the alarm, adding that the neighbors who rushed into Ileogben's flat observed that her throat had been slit and her heart removed from her chest. In this Lagos state, Dokpemu, Agege, Abi, now they call him Abi. In Agege here, it's just our backyard, so it's not far. So he said the incident has, sorry sir, let me finish quickly. Said the incident has thrown people, including her neighbors, into confusion. People got to know what happened to Ilugben when her colleague came to the flat. The person who perpetrated the crime slit her throat, but put a hand in her neck to access her chest and remove her heart. Excuse me. People saw some of her intestines around her neck. And the doctor who was also at the crime scene confirmed that her heart had been taken away. Speaking to newsmen, Ilugben's elder sister Justina said her sister was raped before she was killed, adding that her sister's blood was visible in her flat. She said, "I am dead already. I was at home when I received a call informing me that my sister had fallen and they needed my presence. I quickly rushed home." But Barrister Darlington, this is such a painful thing. And of course, the Lagos State Police Command has also confirmed it. And just very quickly, a 17-year-old boy, Ojibe Chikweze, who was reportedly found dead after being alleged of stealing 100,000 naira from his boss in the Abijo area of Ekpe local government area of Lagos State on Monday. So Oga accused him. The accusation pain. The boy commits suicide. Saying, "No be me, thief the money, I commit suicide." Something like that is exactly the summary of what happened. President Darlington, let me let you react quickly so we can open the phone lines.
The lady in question, is she living alone?
Apparently, that's what it looks like.
No, that is dangerous now. Because how could such a thing happen and no neighbor, you know? There must be commotion, you must have had shout and all that. How could a lady be living alone in such an environment? How could such a thing happen? Nobody saw when the man came in, because it must be a man that did that thing. Maybe it's the boyfriend or who. It's so sad.
This is serious. It's scary.
There are people Satan cannot forgive because of what they have done. I'm telling you, the person that did this thing must be an expert in this type of business.
To put hand on the throat and access her heart.
I am telling you, the person must be an expert in this type of business. This must not be the first time. I'm telling you, this must not be. He had done it severally, but nobody took notice. How did they trail her to her apartment? They must have been monitoring her and all that. And it happened. And neighbor didn't know. No. This is not how to watch out for your neighbor. This is not. Seriously. It's very, very wrong. Is she living in the whole compound or what? I don't get it. There are things that police need to do. They need to do a very good job here. Seriously. As to the guy that committed suicide, for what reason? Okay. Even if you chop the money, you don't. That means you don't even have the stamina to live. You chop the money, they deduct it from your salary. Whether you are the one or not, do you know that eventually now the person, the culprit, may now surface? Do you know? The person that stole that 100,000 now, maybe guilty conscience will now make him to confess or to say, yes, I was the one. No, meanwhile somebody is already dead. That is why taking your life for anything is not worth it. Stay alive. What did you steal? Is it more than this one they are stealing all over the place in Abuja?
Barrister Darlington, Lagos phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903 and 0700. Okay, 0817 175 6338. That is 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening to you. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Tony.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tony. How are you doing?
I'm good. Precious.
Sir?
If you see the way why the verse, if you see the verse, the anger, I was just listening. I said I will not call. But the issue of these people coming to London for meeting, for seminar.
Now, wait to make you vex, pass. Sorry, no vex. Sorry.
You see, this what I don't understand. Do they think that Nigerians are fool people?
Oh God Almighty!
Do they think that Nigerians are foolish?
No, they come to enjoy London air. You know you're
so they are coming to London to hold a seminar they can do even in their private home, connect to take a Zoom or what do you call it, team meeting, and do it online. The highest they will need is 20,000 naira or 10,000 naira top of data. Or even if they don't, their department will still pay for the data. They are coming to London. Okay, they are coming to London to hold a meeting. They didn't look for any other hotel in other small town that will be cheap. Yeah. They are going to Kensington.
Exactly. I said they came to enjoy. They want to chop.
Tomorrow, Mr. Darlington is saying that they will just tell you that his organization sponsored it. Which organization that will sponsor it that cannot fly them back to? You see, this thing is just good. They are going to come here, create a job for that 3-4 days. They will be here for the UK citizens.
Of course. They will pay money.
I can give you detail of all these things. These people that the so-called seminar, the people that will serve them, the people that will speak there, the people that will clean the hall, the accommodation, everything. How many people, 50 or 30 of them will come here? And the people that will deliver the talk on this seminar might be only 5 people or 2 people on it. Let's call it 10 people. That 10 people, if they come to Nigeria, it will be cheaper for them and for Nigeria to come and deliver that thing. Even they can do it online.
My brother.
And they are coming over here.
Sorry, it's okay, sir. Let me take another call, sir. Sorry, I can see that you're not happy about this. Sorry,
everybody should be annoyed now. They don't tell you they are about the wisdom.
These people are calling us fools.
Sorry.
Yesterday we are talking about the millions that people they are spending on a borehole and street light.
22 billion.
And again, to add to this, the day they will come to London, I bet you they will fly British Airways. They will not even patronize APs.
No, for safety reason.
Sorry, sir. Let me take another call. Sorry, sir. Hello, good evening.
Mr. Darren, good evening.
Barrister Darren can hear you. Good evening. Welcome.
Good evening,
Go ahead.
brother.
This is Kadiri calling from Darren State.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
The reason I find out in this country is that no one is ready to say the truth. If not, this is being recorded. There's a bit that I think that must be formed. So this is a security issue. But all of them, they are just showing their face because they don't know what to do. They are there to improve demand. That's why all of them are there. But they want to have a common sense that they move into London. If they try to take your loan, and people are hungry here. Try to take your loan, you attention, hotel accommodation and everything. I don't know that I allow some people to take over this place.
Sorry, let me be begging you people to sorry now. Sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, good evening to you.
Hi, Precious.
Hello, Remy, right?
Yes.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
But I need to agree to you.
Well done, my brother.
I'm glad you brought the issue of the workshop they had in London. You know, I talked about it yesterday night.
Yes.
And I said, if they had held the program here, would they die? We have 5-star hotels around here. So going to London, flying, wasting our money. You can't see what these people are doing, Precious. And they will tell us to fasten, to tighten our belts. Precious, you can see what all these guys are doing, wasting our money and telling us you guys can do nothing to us. On the issue of the lady that got killed, I think it was nothing but organ harvesting. What happened to her?
This is very. I don't know. In the heart of Lagos. That's what I'm saying. I say in the heart of Lagos. Yeah. It's not like it happened in one bush or one very.
Of course.
And that place is densely populated.
That's why I said in the heart of Lagos.
Now imagine the underreported ones. That is happening. Lastly, the issue of insecurity. I think it is an indictment on our sovereignty and on our leaders as well, security operatives, that citizens no longer have what's it called? Can no longer move safely around our own country. Look at what they are saying, that probably they left where they should. They went to where they should have gone to. In your own country, it's like you telling me I can't go to my backyard. It is not safe for me.
To go to your backyard.
But it is safe for terrorists to move around my own vicinity. And Precious, it is okay for them to move around, but it is not safe for me.
Thank you.
It's not as if that place is a zoo. We are in a country whereby terrorists, repentant terrorists, are treated so well that they even had the guts to protest that what they have been given isn't enough. While IDPs that they displaced are being told that they shouldn't have gone to this place is unsafe for them. You can imagine what is happening in this country. Not long ago, they protested that they were not being fed, they were not being treated well enough. In this same country, very soon now you hear they will organize another workshop for them, and they will tell you that they are now repentant terrorists. It's so appalling. Precious.
Thank you.
Good night.
Appreciate you. Good night to you. Thank you so much. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello. Hello. Are you there? Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm calling from Agodo.
Go ahead, please.
Please, you know what I want to say about what is happening in this country. I think the only problem this country is having is only corruption. If we can at least minimize corruption, we cannot say eradication, but minimizing corruption is the first thing this country will do. If we can do it, I think we don't have another problem. Secondly, they can at least do restructuring. They cannot do it because they know it's a partial independence. They cannot do it. But the eradication of corruption is very, very important in Nigeria, because corruption is the problem of this country. When there is a project, government will mobilize money. But people now, our leaders now, will embezzle the money, put it inside their pocket, to do another thing. So I mean, our leaders are chasing roses because with their office immunity. And I think that is what some Nigerians follow up. They imitate them just to chase the roses with gun and criminality. I think if we should only try to minimize corruption, this country will be in order. That is what I want to say.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let me run through some messages now because I have a lot of them. Just imagine Nigeria away. You guys. All right. Hello. Good evening to you. Hello. Are you there? Good evening. All right. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
My brother, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Amen.
I already said it. Nigeria is a jamboree. Maybe one day I'll gather that listen and Precious and my family members. We all just go into either Canada where we can hold one family meeting and the other.
And I'll go with you.
Because now Nigeria doesn't have a law. Anybody can come up, wake up one day and do whatever he likes. Nobody questions him. Nobody, no integrity, no record. Everything just happening just the way it is happening. I'm very sorry. That's the situation we find ourselves. I am sorry for the young boy who killed himself. Mr. Wellington, don't blame the boy. Look at that boy. Maybe he's innocent and he's trying to prove to the other that I did not do this thing.
That's not
you know? So some people are like that. Some people are like that.
It's not what it's 17-year-old boy. He has a lot of future before him.
That is the point. For the people that say they should give them lazy land, they should quickly tell us that they want to Islamize the country. That is the only condition. Because
unfortunately, we have very decent ones among them, but the bad ones will not allow us to know them.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hello. Good evening, sir. Sir?
Do you remember during the time of Obasanjo, there was a due process office?
Yes, sir. Sorry, let's quickly take this call and you land on that thought. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good
yes,
evening.
Good evening. Welcome, sir.
My name is Samuel, calling from Ugondo.
Samuel, welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening. You know, Precious, now I can tell you with my full set that this government, they don't know what they are doing. Because I was even surprised that our president will have to take that student loan back to the Senate to do what? After saying he's going to kick off today. I don't just understand what they are doing. If you know you are not ready for something, why come out to tell you that it's going to kick off today? And you just wake up one morning and say you are postponing it. Then this security of a team is quite unfortunate. It's very quite unfortunate. You know, like you now, Precious now. After work today, you go home, probably there's no light, you're on your gen for a few hours, you sleep comfortably. You know what it means? People cannot stay in their home because of terrorists, and they have to gather them in one particular house. They don't have this comfort. They don't have these movements. And see, you think come and kidnap them, and the military will still tell you that it's our fault. But God. It's quite unfortunate. I find myself in this country. It's quite unfortunate. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. You too. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much. Sir, okay, go ahead.
I said there was a due process office.
Yes, you were saying that. Yes, there was.
By Dr. Akpabio-led. Remember?
Yes.
That woman saved over 700 billion because she was vetting all the federal government projects, all the inflated contracts. That office was created for that purpose. Why is APC not thinking about that line? Why are they not thinking about it? They are the one that brought it down because it will not allow them to do what they normally do. That's just the simple reason. That due process office was created specifically to cost federal government. That is where the money is being stolen. If you go to budget, you mentioned it yesterday also. This NGO that
yes, budgets.
Precious, if you see, oh my God, budget will tell you the actual price, international actual price of any of the project.
Yes.
And they will tell you now what government, the price the government use to execute it in Nigeria. If you go to their website and see how this government is stealing money, you will weep for this country. I'm telling you, no project was duly costed. All of them, triple inflated, 100 inflated. Eh?
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, hello.
But you're back again. Why now, sir?
Yeah, I'm back again. You just provoked me this evening.
What did I do again?
Precious.
Sir?
Yeah, you provoked me because you're lovely. Precious, see. Do you get how many the percentage of the northerners in the army, in the civil defense corps, in the custom, in the police, and in all different types of security agency in Nigeria? Do you know do you know their number is more than?
They are 70% now.
You have to do it north and south.
They are 70%.
So, and the same people, when immediately they collect their police uniform, they are being sent to the southeast to mount a roadblock collecting money. Why their place is burning like fire?
It sounds so funny. It sounds so
all
funny.
this in the insecurity. What's his name? The former aviation minister that is saying that if their foreign agent has a hand in it. I don't believe that.
No, not,
the worm that is eating the north is within there.
Yeah, they are correct.
It's a full-time business. Look at these people that are kidnapping. Have you know this kidnap? You see them, they are still going on riding on a motorbike. Look at all the money. You don't see the effect on them. You don't see them changing their life. So that shows you there is somebody who is benefiting from this money, who takes the huge chunk of it, and that the same person is in the north there. You know, if I start to talk now, you will tell me, do I have evidence? If I start to talk, you tackle me the same way. Can you prove it? But looking at the way the whole thing is going, the people, those when you see some of them, they show them on the tele. You will see the people that are doing kidnapping. None of them can be able to boast of buying a can water.
They look haggard.
All right, thank you so much.
Where is the money going?
Bottomless pit.
There is no way you can't hide the money. When you have the money, you can't hide it. No matter how none of them there, none of those boys that they are releasing or they are catching and everything. None of them. It doesn't show that the money they collected, they bought a normal multivitamin to nourish their body from the money.
Thank you so much. Let's quickly roll to some others and take their calls. Thank you so much, Mr.
They will vote against
Chukwudi. Thank you. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, my name is Elder Anthony.
You're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
I'm from Ebutemeka.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Very quickly, please. Can you help us speak up a bit? Your voice is very faint.
Okay, I'll do that. It's just that we have lost it from the foundation, and unless we pick it up from the foundation, nothing is going to work out. As far as I'm concerned, the National Assembly has failed. And there's only one solution now is to close down the National Assembly. They're no longer representing us. That's my take. Because you cannot allow such a thing to take place. And the National Assembly is picking up frivolous issues and discussing budget planning and conference, this, that. We have 280 people and their teachers kidnapped, and this is the 8th day. And someone is still enjoying himself as head of president, Senate President, and Chief of Staff, Chief of Defense Staff. No. Let's call it spade a spade. They have failed, and they have failed woefully. We should put out the National Assembly. That's my take on it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. All right, let's run through some of your WhatsApp messages very quickly. Oh dear, where do we start from now? Mr. Darlington, our box is full. Just imagine Nigerian Army, full southeast, looking for who will stop herdsmen from taking over their land, then leaving the main terrorists in the northern states to operate freely. That's what you said. And then this says, Leo says, good evening, Precious. The federal government should pay the ransom to the terrorists. Are you serious? Empowering them financially to empower them in order to save the lives of the pupils and their teachers, because the ransom is part of empowerment from the federal
Yes, no.
I didn't get that to that part of the message. Are you serious? Please, you guys, stop joking. Please, let's stop joking. We're talking about lives of innocent children here. His Royal Highness VC Walker says, good evening. What is happening in the North is really painful and sad because there are lots of questions to be asked. The audacity these evil guys have is suspicious, and they are making us believe that there are highly calibers of people that are solidly behind them. In fact, I don't blame them because a former governor did what? I don't blame them because a former governor in the North once said that kidnapping in the South, in the North, was mere business, while what is happening in the Southeast is secession. At this juncture, Precious, I am urging our security agencies to wake up from their slumber and start doing the magic they are doing in the Southeast, also in the North. Really sad and pitiable. That's what you said. Innocent children. Sammy from United States says, Ningi crying out is to show total collapse of all our government structures under this administration. The senators all seem, since inception of this return to democratic rule, are all culpable in the riotous looting of our Commonwealth. Akpabio won't and can't do anything to alleviate the situation. Rather, line their already loaded bank accounts with more loots. Excuse me. And how can terrorists keep on doing these kidnappings, killings unabated for over a decade? And we have a list of 400 sponsors working free on our streets. What a shame on all our security agencies for asking Nigerians not to speak in the face of these menace. Anti-pressures, the government and all our security agencies are complacent on this insecurity bedeviling the country. That's your opinion, though. IDPs are not even safe in the places that they relocated to. This is sad. And Sonny from Maryland says, when the righteous rule, people rejoice. Now, wow, why is Ellington shouting in that manner? No matter the temperature of the country, he's expected to behave in a manner that would douse tension. Feel from Okota. There's nothing dousing tension about children being away from their parents. Batex from Egbeda says, Precious, you have seen everything Barrister Darlington lamenting since the beginning of this administration. Who is Gumi? Why can't Gumi be arrested? If it is a Southeast person, DSS will go for the person. Is that one Nigeria we're talking about? God is watching. Oh, that's what you said. Okay. And this says, good evening, Precious and Darlington. That is not funny anymore that army and bandits have a borderline in a country as big as Nigeria. And demanded from Ikorodu sent in that message. Uche Chukwu from Okeafa says, may Yahweh continue to bless you mightily, Barrister Darlington. There is something dark and devilish that some Nigerian politicians are involved in. If not, how can a sane leader allow his or her people to be killed on daily basis by foreigners? You said? Uche Chukwu said that. And then more messages here. Okay. Comrade Tosin Williams said, it's unfortunate that the National Assembly has become a cesspit of corruption. The last time I checked, is lawmaking not the main function of is lawmaking not the main function of the legislators? This Nigerian democracy is a joke. That's what you said. Can't blame the legislature. They learned it from the executive. Padi arrangements. That's what you said. You guys be calming down, be cooling your temperature. John from Lekki said, hello, Precious. Please, I think you have to go back and watch your own clips on the own presentation of last year VOP. Honestly, these days, your rhetoric, comics, and sarcasm is making... Are you kidding me? I know it's PH style because I lived there for many years. Oh, please, just allow me to do my job, I beg you. Or you come and sit down here and do it for me. You guys, just stop all these your teachings. If you're not comfortable with it, come and sit down and do the job, all right? I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening and welcome. What's your name, sir, and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Ikechuku. I'm calling from Turkey.
Ikechuku, you're welcome. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington.
Good evening, my brother from Turkey.
Please, there's something I want to say about, each time Barrister Darlington wants to talk about the government, Precious will shout to stop such comment. And that comment is something that is setting us back. I know if I want to talk about Gowon like every other person have said, Precious will not allow me to
But that is not in our conversation. Now you have to focus on the topics that we're discussing today. You will not take us to where we don't know.
The topic we are discussing today is general topic that has.
It's not general. We have a line of conversation. We have an area of conversation, so you have to respect that.
My suggestion is that I just want to give, I think, in order to stop all this kidnapping issue and excess of spending of Nigerian resources by government, by the elite, like you said, I think it's high time we will start to publish the names and the resident address of the elite, so that I think by the time the terrorists themselves start to attack them, all this rubbish will stop in Nigeria.
All right, I appreciate you. That's your opinion. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome, sir.
Yes. Yeah, good evening to Mr. Darlington. My name is Joval.
Joval, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Precious.
Sir?
I am tired.
Sorry.
I am tired.
Sorry. No vex.
Is there any day they won't serve us new dish of trouble in this country? I don't think so. See, how do we move from here? It's very simple. These people, they have turned us as if we are robots, we are nobodies, we are just ordinary Nigerians. Of course, that's who we are. We are not even citizens in our own nation anymore. Look at, from the left to the right, from the front to the back, where do we go from here? See, my own interest is very simple. Some names of terrorists are supposed to be published by now. I thought that after Tinubu took over from Buhari, that would have been done a long time ago. At least by now would have known where we are headed. That is not done, and somebody will come and tell us that the government will. We don't want the government. Before it used to be I assure you. This time around it has become we will. Please, can they begin to do something? Like I said, I don't want to get myself upset this night. But I'm tired. Personally, let me speak for myself. I'm tired. Let me quietly wait for the step down message. Good evening.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. Okay, phone lines are still open. 0700 903 903 903 and 0817 175 633. These are the numbers to call. Then I get to YouTube where I have plenty messages. It's so plenty. Where do I start from now, Sefo? Because the messages are okay. Before I get to YouTube, okay, so let me get there. Straight to YouTube now. Cosmos View says, good evening, Ogada Linton and Precious. My wife actually bursts into laughter whenever she hears Ogada Linton call your name because you're EPC woman leader. Are you serious? You guys made me EPC woman leader, B. Ola Devonley says, are the terrorists telling Nigerians that no area is safe, meaning they can visit anywhere in Nigeria? Agbese Chema says, sir, you don't know. Come to Maiduguri, then you will know better. How I wish it's a phone-in. It's a phone-in program. Please do well to call in. Calling, please. It's phoning, right? And Ego Anthony says, God sees us all, my brother. Kene Ezike says, yes, yeah. Thank you for responding, Kene. Chill Power, thank you too for responding to him. Oladewale says, they share the budget party and amuse themselves. Oh, please. Emmanuel Osi says, very wicked and selfish people. Adewale says, I think it's common practice in the National Assembly to plus and minus budget padding. And Cosmos View says, Precious, he's being fair today. Kenezike says, we diaspora folks should be the ones shaming these officials when they come abroad to do this evil. Chidpower say it will end as Chibok girls. Nothing will come out of it. And I pity the children and their families. I pray that that's not the case. I say kindly call. I'll pick your call. I don't even know your number, so I can't tell. Olu says, I have 3 points to raise. in all your topics today. The Nigerian rulers will not do anything to bring back those adopted children because their own blood isn't part of those kidnapped. Oh no, don't say that. Kenezike says the phone lines are not open yet. Once they are, thank you for the response. Nkeonye Duro says, good evening, Barrister Darlington. God will bless you because of you. I am listening to VOP every time. Mazi says the Nigeria military should be ashamed of their response. Is defense headquarters in defending the inability to provide security to the IDP people. Then Olu further says rulers he said rulers that are ruling you will not go after that terrorist because the leaders are the ones that allow your ruler to be on that throne. If not, Gumi should have been called for questioning by now. He said a lot. He said 3. Why are your rulers still debating why they will allow Western world to rescue those children? Why are they not, asking straight, perhaps? And he said those so-called commissioners should have even paid for their training to come down to Nigeria for so-called seminar or training. They should not be happening while people are dying of hunger. Oh wow. Peter Amadi says Nigeria, the giant of will not be giant of dwarf again. Okay. All right, let me quickly go back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Welcome, please, sir. What's your name, sir?
Good evening. Good evening. This is Kerry from Switzerland.
Kerry, you're welcome. Go ahead very quickly, please.
Good evening, Dr. Darlington.
Good evening, my brother.
Actually, I'm really kind of sad. I've been listening. I didn't want to call, but it's so sad.
Welcome.
I have a question. Do we still have a government? Do we still have a country?
Yes, we do.
Because it's so sad that things like this are happening. The government is just looking at other ways. Just imagine, what are the military? What are they doing in the east? We don't have any problem in the east. We have this problem in the north. Why can't they gather all the military and bring them to the north and settle all these things once and for all? It's so sad. The kids that we're taking the other days, the other ones, every day we keep it. Every day, I don't even know what to say. And most people would just think, oh, we that is in diaspora, we're just there. We are not settled because Nigeria is our home, and when your home is on fire, you can't be settled. This is fire, really. This is fire. Anyway, I didn't want to talk much, I just really, I'm very, very sad.
Thank you.
That this is happening in my own country.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hello, good evening. Hello? Are you there? Good evening. All right, unfortunately, you are not responding. Let's go back to messages. Our message box is so full. All right, and this says, Precious, please tell me, is there any difference between Tinubu and the Buhari that this government is always blaming for the rots in the country? In my assessment, the two men have everything in common. The two men love power. You explained a lot. Comrade Godfrey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Good evening, and I greet your barrister. This government is going to London for a meeting that they will hold here in Nigeria. What a shame. Peter Osifo will call and say the government did the right thing. Thanks for Mafoluka. You guys stop throwing jab at each other. Come on, don't do that. All right, let me go back to the phone lines. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome.
Good evening, Barrister Darlington. Well, this is Ugo. I'm calling from Milan.
Ugo, you're welcome.
I think the problem we have as people is that we have failed to understand what is facing us. Sometimes when I hear people talking about insecurity in Nigeria and making it look like something that there is any solution, in sight, it makes me angry. Because now, let me put it this way: from the time we return back to democracy, this current president has been a part of the opposition. He understands this game, and if we want to tell ourselves the truth, knowing that he was part of those who enthroned Buhari into power in 2015, he understands the propaganda game that was played to remove Jonathan. What does that mean? Every problem we are having today, even if they let them kidnap 1 million people today, he will look at it as what happened during the time of Chibok girls kidnap. that was strictly political to frustrate Jonathan's government. So any kidnap that happens now, he will see it as some people are trying to frustrate his government. And that is where I am afraid, because we are sitting like we are sitting on a keg of gunpowder, because currently we have a government that will not see anything we are going through as real. He will see everything we are going through as political. So when people come out to cry that we are dying of hunger, he sees it as opposition trying to frustrate his government. When people are being kidnapped, he sees it as opposition trying to frustrate his government. And that is why this is my first time of calling your program, even though I've been sending messages sometimes, but I just kept quiet because I'm looking for the day when Nigerians will understand that we are in trouble and forget everything about politics, forget everything about tribe or religion, and face what is facing us. Because, precious, if we want to tell ourselves the truth, we are in trouble, and this government does not understand it. Like I told you, I'm calling from Milan. God is my witness. For the past almost 18, 19 years that I've been in this country, I've never had the Senate discussing about money that goes for their house, goes for their car, or goes for their anything. Anytime you see them discussing issues, it is about things that will favor the masses, because that's why they are there. But Nigeria is the only country that I see, anytime the Senate is discussing anything, if it is not to amend the laws to laws that will, for the next election, it will be to amend the laws for new cars or new house or new anything that will be bought for them. Precious, just like the other caller, I'm also tired. That's just the truth. We are tired. We don't know where to go from here. But I think it is high time that we as citizens we rose up and face what is facing us, because, Precious, believe you me, if nothing is done, we are going to, just like our fathers, we are always protesting, crying. Now I'm an orphan, my parents are dead, I'm here shouting about Nigeria. If we don't do anything, our children will grow up tomorrow and start shouting about Bimpami, and what are we going to do? And it's heartbreaking.
Right,
good night, Precious.
Thank you so much. President Darlington.
Yeah, we are going to bequeath this thing to our children. That is my fear. I've said this several times, because it is not looking as if the thing is ending tomorrow. That is my fear. Precious, don't look around you. Is there any concrete effort by Tinubu to end this insecurity, except asking people to borrow him land so that he can placate the head? Even this Fulani, they are not even the Nigerian Fulani. Precious, that is what is worrying me. You want to grab my land and give to foreigners. We were living here with Fulanis now. We were living here with them until these other people came from nowhere to pollute the whole environment. These are the people Tinubu want to grab my land and give to them so that there will be peace. Unfortunately, they don't want their peace. They don't want their land. That's not what they want. This thing they are doing gives them more money than what Tinubu is proposing. That's why it can never fly. After all, people have called them to come and take. Kano called them. Niger said they called them. Come and take whatever you need as grace. We have it. Come and take as much as you can. Did they listen to them? And Tinubu wants to do it. Except you confront these people with force. My dear, they will not listen. No, I'm not joking. Go and ask America. You know why America is succeeding? They take an entire head for an eye. If you attack one America, after they grab you, they go to your country and give them serious war. Remember Farouk Motalab, the Panam bomber. When he was packing bomb under his pant, to go and bomb American airline. Even when they got him, Obama sent people. They wanted to come and bomb Nigeria until Nigerian government said, please, that boy is not from us. We can't bring such a terror. He's not from us. That boy grew in your country. Go and check very well. You people groomed him. That was what saved Nigeria. If not, Obama was ready to come and deal with Nigeria for sending a terrorist into America. When they kidnap one of their own here, they send their elite forces. Elite force. The man himself, he's not even a politician. One single person, 6 of the Navy SEAL, the very best of America, they came here to rescue him and took out all the terrorists and left. But here, When I'm still telling you that we are behind the human race, these are my reasons. It can never happen anywhere. Pressure, please, you don't go there. You don't know how painful this is. I am ashamed as a Nigerian. I am completely ashamed. Do you know what we receive from other people? Some of our friends abroad who we interact with. Do you know what they tell us? Pressure, do you know what they tell us? Making jest of everybody. It can never happen. They live what they are saying. You can't do this in America or any Western country and get away. It's not possible. America will want you and come after you. But here, terrorists will stroll into Nigeria, kidnap Nigerians, kill them, collect their money and say go away. Whenever they like, they just stroll in and stroll out. They even have a territory where you must not cross over. In Nigeria, the army is telling you that place, so don't go there. Terrorists are there, don't go. Oh my God! In fact, our ancestors they'll be turning in their grave.
All right. So, Agbese Ochima, I notice you've been trying to reach me. I do hope that you can reach me back very quickly because I want to go straight to a step-down conversation now. Lagos, my phone lines are buzzing, Barrister Darlington. The messages that we have are just too much. I don't know which of them we can pay attention to, but we need to
take a few.
We don't have time anymore because we need to get straight to the step-down conversation.
In my name.
On your bill. I should take a few on your bill. I should take a few on your bill, right? Okay, so where do I go now? Mini mo. Okay, so Chief Darlington. Okay. Oh.
Let me hear.
Okay. Is it Chief Darlington? Don't disturb yourself over northern blood spills. There is nothing the South can do since PNB, who claimed General couldn't do anything. Odom sent in that message. More messages are too much. Good evening, precious. Don't worry. One day, one of these people sponsoring kidnappers will expose themselves, just the way ex-Senator Ningi did to the Senate.
Exactly.
And it will be the same money issues that will make the person expose themselves. So make you no worry. I think go use your hand expose themselves. That's coming from Kenechiko from First Stack. They say 1 or 2 on your bill now. I don't take one beer for your head. Okay. All right. And then Emperor says, where is it in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that the National Assembly budget and other organs, agencies of Nigeria should not be contained in a detailed and single document, just as others are?
I've never heard of such a thing. Seriously, I have never heard a whole agency like that. You do specify any amount for them. You don't put it there. So when the money comes, you say, "Oh God, people should hold this one." You know, we no budget time. Just hold this.
Okay. All right, Lagos, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, let's look at marriage relationship in Africa. So modern men are requesting that women share bills with them, right? I mean, 50-50. What are you bringing to the table? You must offer something, or you must have something that you offer or bring to the table. But at the same time, they're also requesting for respect and to be revered, and they want submission from the women, just like their fathers enjoy submission from our mothers. So people are now saying, somebody, if you make an app posted and said, wait, you want her to be loyal and submissive, you want her to be submissive, you want her to be soft, you want her, you want to split bills 50-50 at the same time with her, you will push her into survival mode. It's basic human instincts. May God give men the grace and the ability to handle these bills by own herself. So men, he said, cause it's not by he who runneth or willeth, but unto God who showeth mercy. So the thing is, men, Barrister Darlington, is it possible for a woman to bring, to share bills 50-50 with you and still be submissive?
Yeah, it's not possible. The mother
So why do men expect a woman to share bills and then still be submissive 100% like our mothers were? That's a question. Pastor Darlington, let's take a break. When we come back, I'll take your thought because phone lines are buzzing, and then of course I just need to pay a little bill. Let me go and lick one small Romeo ice cream. I'm coming back after the break, Lagos.
Have you been thirsty for well-nourished, yummy pizza and couldn't find one yet? What you ordered versus what you get, right? I understand. Let me introduce you to the best pizza and premium ice cream in town, all the way from the US. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. So sweet, so yummy. Visit the new Romeo's Pizza outlet, 22 Latif Salami Street, Adao Estate, by the Lagos International Airport Road. For more inquiries, call 0816 320-9783 33 or 0816-321-0945. Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry Ice Cream. The light in every school.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious, Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on The Evening Rush.
All right, Lagos, you are welcome back. 90.3 Voice of the People FM. So just before I take my leave, sharp. Is it possible, men, is it true that you guys want a woman who will share bills with you 50-50 and not come and chop your money? At the same time, you also want her to be submissive? Is it correct? And then women, please answer me. Is it possible for you to share bills 50-50 with your husband and be totally submissive to him at the same time? President Buharis, you're about saying something before we break. Which people? Right now I don't have a sex. I'm genderless. I'm non. What do they call them?
There's a name for you. I'm Aphrodite.
I'm non-binary. I no follow. So go ahead.
At least what's that? Bobrisky, Abi?
No. President, go straight. I don't have time. Go ahead. So is that really possible? Let's even speak truth to it.
When you said what a man can do, a woman can do better. You see, since they went to China, the women folk, they have lost their role at home. They now want to measure with the men. That is a problem. I said it the other time. All these women liber, feminists, they no longer know what is the difference between a man and a woman. That's what is causing.
No, but feminism does not even teach that a woman should not be submissive to a man anyway. So I think it's some people's version of feminism. Feminism only requested that see a woman first of all as a human being before seeing her as a weaker vessel.
Good.
So it's not that kind of feminism. I don't know who taught this generation of feminism.
That's
so
what you are saying.
that's not what I know feminism is.
That problem. So if you said that what a man can do, a woman can do better, then what are you now saying? Is that not where this is started?
What? No. What feminism is? What a man can do, a woman can do, not a woman can do better.
No, they say people can do better.
It's a woman, but women and some women doing better. Well, let me open phone lines before me and Daliti will start our own year now. 0700 903 903 903.
Even when you are paying the bill completely, do they submit to you?
Why would they not submit? Okay. And what?
Don't you know the problem with sex costs in the house?
Sex care.
When the woman will tell you, no, today, you didn't buy me that ice cream.
So because I not give you action, no worship.
You know buy ice cream.
WhatsApp is 0817 175 6338. Hello, good evening to you.
Sorry, this is Mazugo. I'm calling back.
Mazugo, come to my rescue. Is this even possible?
Let me put it this way. Any man that tells his wife to share his bill is a madman.
Hey, brother,
yes.
Are you sure you're a Nigerian or African?
I'm a Nigerian, and I know what. Let me explain what I mean by the person is a madman.
Oh wow!
You see, there is something men should understand. When you prove to a woman that you can take good care of her, and she begins to make money, she will want to prove to you that she's not. She also is not useless. You understand what I'm saying? She will be the one struggling. She will be the one struggling to pay the bills sometimes and give it to you as a surprise. And if she doesn't have a bill to pay, she will use her own money to buy properties in your name. This is one thing that men don't understand. And I'm talking from experience. You know, I married my wife in Nigeria. I brought her here. I told her not to work until she finished giving birth to our 3 children. Recently, I think 2 years ago, when she got a job, she brought her first salary and gave it to me. I told her to leave it in her account. But let me tell you the truth. Most times, before I come back from work, sometimes she has paid all the bills in the house from her account. I will still tell her, why did you work? You shouldn't have bought that. But the thing is sweeting me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, is it you stop it, I like it, right? Stop it, I like it experience.
Yes,
go ahead.
I love the thing, but I always give her that impression that but you shouldn't have worried. I would have done it. So what am I saying?
I wish your wife will hear you now.
When
go ahead.
No, my wife knows the house, that's why I'm saying it too.
Go ahead.
I will tell her.
What I'm saying that the fact is that, you see, when you begin to tell a woman the bill is 1,000 naira, you should pay 500, I'll pay 500, your respect is gone.
Thank you so much. We don't have time again. Okay.
When the woman does it willingly, she will respect you for it. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So let me quickly take it. My phone lines are buzzing. Don't stop. It's not. I am that one in that 1 million. Submission is not something you ask for. You as a man, you deserve submission. Do right and she'll be loving to you. That's what Kene Ezike says. And na lie. Barcelona, me I no agree at all. Hey, whoa, my message don't follow. You see from Ijego says, I didn't see my father share bills with my mother. I can't share bills with my future wife to be, by the grace of God. Whatever contribution she wants to make in the house will come from her willingly. Thank you, APC woman. You see, spoiler with APC woman. Now God go judge all of them like this. How did they do me like this? And this says, as for the step down, you can't eat your cake and have it. Once you share bills with your spouse as a man, then you forfeited her total submission. Sahid from Barrow sent in that message. And I was
supposed to help the man.
Help the man how? Help the man how?
Wow. Supposed to be a helpmate.
So because you asked me to share bills as a woman, you want to be disloyal, arrogant, and irresponsible. So you want to exchange character because they ask you to share bills, forgetting it's for the benefits for all. People with this useless mentality don't deserve anything good. And I blame some men who marry women who have nothing to offer just to boast that they can take care of their women. That man who call men that man who call men useless is I beg, let me go and sell land. What is going on here? This hot temper that you used to come to this step down conversation. But personality, there's no time for us. So how can a man ask a woman to share bills? I don't even know. So where are some other men
originally should be God to say you're a helpmate? That's what that's the purpose of
personality. Let me open the mic. Let's Oga sell land there.
In this modern time, should do something.
Okay, by the way, guys, personality may be dropping a thought or two later on Precious Enyi TV. So you could go watch out for that on our social media. Precious Enyi TV on YouTube. Go ahead, Mr. Kudos. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Lagos. Good evening, Nigeria. My name is Sunday Okechukwu Enyita from Kudos Homes Limited. Kudos Homes Limited is your favorite real estate company. We buy, we sell landed property, both Lagos, Ogun State, and in the city of Enugu and Asaba. Very soon we get your own city. Now, I mentioned the properties that we have around Lagos. We have a Kudos Villa. Kudos Villa is located at Okebuibeju Lekki and comes with the title document of C of O. Wow. You need to have that particular property. I'm selling for 11 million naira now before the thing will hit up. Very soon, that property that we are begging you now with 11 million naira will become 110 million because it's in a very good location with a good title document. So let me mention the other one. I will have a Tishiwo Ekpe. We have a Kudos Town. Kudos Town is selling for 700,000 naira. That area is already built up area by Kudos Town. It's a very good location. 700,000. Now by tomorrow it's going for 1 million naira. So if I'm with you now, I will just buy it today now and save 300,000 naira. Let me visit Umuketu Ekpe. Umuketu Ekpe is selling for 700,000 naira and it will hit 1.2 million naira tomorrow Friday. Buy it now and save 500,000 naira. Don't forget Kudos City Abowa Ikorodu. Kudos City Abowa Ikorodu is selling for 700,000 naira and will hit 1 million naira tomorrow. Buy and save 300,000 naira. Let me hit the city of Enugu. We have a FV estate to Dobido Nike. That one is selling for 900,000 naira. It's just 5 minutes away from Godfrey Okoye University and 15 minutes away from Caritas University and 20 minutes away from Canada International Airport. It's selling for how much? 900,000 naira. That will hit 1.2 million naira tomorrow. I mean tomorrow. And the number to reach out is 090-590-47514. 090-590-47514. So buy Odobido Nike 900,000. I don't know, it's a dry land, very good location. You can build a hostel there and you can build a supermarket, even hotel. It's a good location for that particular kind of project. So buy Odobido today, selling for 900,000 naira. Let me hit city of Asaba. In fact, we have a newborn baby now in Asaba. There are two. 2 in 1. Let me start from the Fairview Estate Phase 1 that is selling for 1.5 1.5 million naira, that will hit how much tomorrow? That will hit 2 million naira. So if you pay, if you pay how much? 1.5 million today, or even 500,000 naira initial deposit, you are keying to that particular 1.5 package, because from tomorrow it's going for 2 million naira. It's just 3 minutes away from Admiralty University and 5 minutes away from Coca Junction and 15 minutes away from Niger Bridge. It's a very good location. The number to reach us is 090-590-47514. Don't wait to gather big money. You can start with 200,000 and begin a journey of owning a plot of land with Kudos Homes Limited. The days of our inspections are Thursday and Saturday in the city of Lagos, but Enugu and Asaba is Monday to Saturday. And if you don't have chance in all those days, you can call our office, which is 090-590-47514. 090-590-47514. We can package a Sunday inspection for you, so don't give excuse. We are fully ready for you to serve you better now. So as we are approaching Easter period, plan and use landed property and do Easter for your loved one. And let me run through our product again. Have Kudos Villa, which is selling for 11 million naira. Kudos Villa is located at Okegun Ibeju Lekki. It's a very good location. In fact, you need to visit this particular location I'm talking about. Other properties, that real estates around those areas, they are selling 28-30 million, but we will still slash our own for 11 million naira. Why can't you grab that opportunity and make millions of naira in few years to come? In less than 5 years, I know what that place will become. So buy Kudos Villa today, 11 million naira with the title document of C of O. And don't forget the Kudos Stand Ijeoma Egwuatu, 700,000 naira, and Kudos Heritage Omuketu Ekpe, 700,000 naira, and the Kudos City Abowa Ikorodu, 700,000 naira. Fairview Estate today Bidonike, 900,000 naira, and Fairview Estate Phase 1 Asaba, 1.5 million naira, that will become 2 million tomorrow. And don't forget, we have the new baby that is called Fairview Estate Phase 2. That one is also currently sold for pre-launch price for 1.5 million naira. And we have a Kudos Heights also in Asabana. So watch out. I will talk more about all these properties next week. So watch out. A whole lot of things are coming up in Asaba. The number to reach us is 090-590-47514. 090-590-47514. Now our website is www.kudoshomesLimited.com. Instagram is Kudos Homes Limited, while the Facebook is Kudos Homes Limited. See here, you can start with just 200,000 naira. You don't need to wait until you gather that big money. And don't say that I'm a lady, I don't supposed to own a land. No, you are deceiving yourself. That money where they buy Brazilian hair, Chinese hair, when they say 400, 500,000 naira. Why can't you use it? How can you carry a plot of land for head? Imagine for this 21st century, for this Jagaban era, you are carrying one plot of land for head. Use it and buy land today. You will thank me later, because all I'm telling you now is confirmed truth. So don't squander all those money finish. Don't use it to buy Mary Kay or Mary Jane. Rub it for face. Use them, buy a plot of land today. The number to reach us is 090-590-47514. 090-590-47514. And you as a young guy, don't squander everything finish. As you are buying, doing a weekend for lady, plan about your future. Plan about your future. Start today with, even if it's 200,000 naira initial deposit with any of our land. You begin a journey of owning a landed property and becoming a land. The number to reach us is 090-590-47514. Our office address is located at 171 Egbeda Idimu Road, Egbeda, Lagos. And Enugu address is 14 Okubo Road, Emene, just 5 minutes away from Enugu Airport. And don't forget, for you to be a land, you need to own a land so that they can call you what? Landlord. Have a great.
You see, say God catch you today. See, for you to be a land, you have to own a land. You see the way God catch you today. All right, Lagos. Lagos, thank you so much for today. We appreciate you a lot. Thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. My name is Precious Inye. Barrister Darlington's name is Barrister Darlington Agumo, and I'm talking on behalf of Barrister Darlington.
You are doing my closing remarks.
Because I don't have time again. I need to run off. Thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. See you again tomorrow, hopefully. And hey, hopefully with our sex therapist tomorrow evening. God bless you. Good night.